Dr. Barun Mukherji, please take only 5 minutes.
It has been rightly called by Honorable Law Minister that it is historical and important. Really, it is important in the sense that when we are committed to fight corruption, it should be treated as one of the tools with which we can fight corruption. But it is also historical in the sense that if we go through it, that how this final Lokpal bill, which is now being discussed here, how it has developed. It is we have been discussing about it for more than 2 years, and it is a one good example how, in spite of having through conflicts and debates and discussions, we can come to a near consensus. It is the one such example. And I believe that with this, when it will be enacted, will have enough scope and strength to fight corruption. But this may not be foolproof. While acting with this act, we may experience some of the, maybe there be some drawbacks, and the Parliament is open to further amendment in future. But one thing I should request Kapil Sibalji, that just now we have received a piece of paper, another amendment that he has moved. And I believe it is his afterthought, and I congratulate him that when he is saying that provided in clause 20 that it was already raised in the House before, and now he is saying that provided also that the seeking of explanation from the public servant before an investigation shall not interfere with the search and seizure if any required to be undertaken by any agency under this act. It's a welcome amendment. But at the same time, then I would like to bring to your notice that the another amendment that has been moved by my learned colleague Sitaram Yechuriji, when it has been suggested that when all the public servants, right from the Prime Minister to down to the Group D staff, everybody is included under this. But in what way, if we completely exclude the corporate sector or the NGOs or the mostly the PPPs, then I think there a lot of scope or source of corruption will be there. Particularly, we can mention about the PPP, and it is from our experience, everybody will can testify that in PPP projects, mostly the private parties are extracting the major advantages through it. And there is a lot of corruption through it. When these corporates or the PPP projects or the NGOs who have concern with the government getting license and other things, if they are spared, then I think that will be one of the, in spite of having a consensus for a very good bill, that will be a very weak point. So once more I would request Kapil Sibalji to think over it, as he has given his proof that he can, afterthought, he can move another, some sort of amendment. So at least PPP, it should not be spared completely, because the root of some sort of corruption will still be there. So to make it a foolproof and a consensus so that the whole House can accept it. So a little bit of amendment, it can be just coined in a sentence also, that in some sort these particular sectors should be included, should come under the ambit of this Lokpal bill. And as I have already told, that through conflicts as well as through discussions, we can come to some consensus. So we have come over a lot of conflicts. We have come to some sort of consensus, excepting this one. So at the fag end of the debate, I would once more request Honorable Law Minister to think of it and to include the PPP, particularly who are taking the most of the advantages out of these projects, and there are a lot of commission of corruption on that part. So once more, congratulating this historical and important bill, I once more appeal to the Honorable Law Minister to insert one more amendment in it and make it a foolproof so that we can go ahead and go ahead with
Yes.
our fight against corruption.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.